Greetings. My name is Brene Bradley. Welcome to my channel. I am a life, health, and wellness coach, and I specifically focus on the needs of women over 50. I want to encourage us and motivate us to live our best lives and to really take control of our future. So today we're going to talk about aches and pains that unfortunately also come along with as we mature. But there are some ways that we can reduce those aches and pains, and I want to share 6 of those with you today. But before we do, of course, I want to ask you if you will please help me reach more women by subscribing, following, liking, and if you would like to get in touch with me, you can do that at my Facebook page, Act 2 Life After 50. That's Act 2, the number 2, Life After 50, the number 50. So I hope to see you there. So the first thing I want to talk about is the wear and tear on our body after a certain age. So they call that arthritis. And what arthritis is just the wearing down of the cartilage in our bones, our skeletal structure, so that we start to get pain and inflammation. And while we cannot totally eliminate that, we can reduce chronic pain. Now, I'm not talking about pain from an injury or pain from rheumatoid arthritis, which is a different type of condition. But these tips that I'm going to give you may also help a little bit with that. Now, there's all kinds of things that you will find on the internet that you can do, but I'm going to give you information based on my own research and my own experience. I have arthritis in my back, in my lower back at the lumbar 5 is where I have, and they number the joints in between on your skeleton, and this is on your spine, and this is where I have my arthritis. So everything I'm going to tell you about today are things that I have actually tried for myself, and I have found that they work for me. So I'm not saying they will work for you. I'm saying this has worked for me. The number one thing I want to tell you is check everything out with your doctor first. Make sure that anything that I say is not contrary to what your doctor would say, so forth and so on. I'm just sharing information with you because the last thing, when people say you are pain in my neck, let me tell you, there's nothing like a pain in the body and certainly nothing like pain in the back. So let me just go ahead with these 6 things that I found out to be very helpful. Number 1 is collagen with peptides, and I take it in a powder form every day. Now, there's research that shows that collagen supplements can help protect and rebuild the cartilage in your body. Now, some reports will say, no, it doesn't. Some will say, yes, it does. I have found that I've been taking collagen for probably 3 years now. And I have found that when I say, oh, I'm not going to take this anymore, or when I run out for a couple of weeks, I can feel the difference in my body. I can see the difference in my skin because it also addresses your skin and your bones and everything. So that's one of the things that I do regularly every day. Do your research, find a good collagen peptide for yourself, and then you have to be consistent with everything or else it's not going to work. The next thing is omega-3. So that is a supplement, omega-3, that's, fish oil. And it helps to reduce inflammation in the body. So what is causing pain is when the cartilage is worn down and that bone on bone creates inflammation, swelling and inflammation in your body, and you get the pain from that. Omega-3 helps to reduce that inflammation. Again, do your research, get a good brand of omega-3, and make sure that you're taking enough of it for it to do some difference. The next thing is turmeric. That's another anti-inflammatory supplement. It's in a lot of food, and people say, well, I drink, turmeric tea, and that's all good. But the problem is you want to be able to take enough every day for it to work in your system and consistently work. Anything that you want to see an effect in your body, you have to be consistent. You have to do it every day. You need to take like the same amounts every day instead of, you put some turmeric in some meat or in a salad or something, and then the next day you don't eat that. You want some consistency. One of the things that I take that I found has been very helpful is white willow bark. That's another supplement, white willow bark. And that is a pain reducing natural supplement that I take. It's like God's aspirin in a way. That's really what it is. You can look it up And that helps me when I get a flare up of pain, not necessarily because I'm a golfer. I use that with quotation marks, a golfer. But sometimes my back is really bothering me. And so I will take the white willow bark to reduce the pain that I'm feeling at that time. And sometimes I just take it like on a regular basis to keep from going into a flare up. The last two things, 5 and 6, are things that you may or may not have thought of ever. One is appropriate seating. And so I have found that when I am sitting on my couch, which doesn't have any back support, when I'm sitting on my bed watching TV, I don't have any back support. I don't have any support for my spine. And I have found that I get more back pain when I'm not sitting in an appropriate seat. So I have an ergonomic chair in my office and I focus on sitting up with good posture. And that really helps. I have found it really, really helps. So that's one. And then the last one I absolutely swear by, and that is stretching my body every day. So I exercise often. Let me take that back. I exercise, but I also play golf, and I try to play golf. Now that I can say, I try to do that 2 or 3 times a week, and I try to go to the gym once or twice or 3 times a week on a good week. So I do my exercise, but stretching is different. Stretching is like loosening up those joints so that they're not like stuck together. And then when you try to move, you get the friction from that. And interestingly enough, when you stretch every day, you loosen up your body and you just get less pain. One of the things you can do is ask your doctor if you can get a prescription for a physical therapist. Go to the physical therapist, let them give you the exercises, and don't do like most people do, including me. When I first went to a physical therapist, I did the exercises for, a few weeks or whatever. My back started to feel better. Then I stopped doing it. And so you don't want to do that. If you want consistent results, you got to be consistent with the treatment that you are doing for your body. So there's other things you can do like heat and cold and go to acupuncture and go to chiropractor. Those are not things that I do. So I'm not talking about those things. I'm talking about the things that I have tried. These things have worked for me and I just wanted to share them with you. Be consistent, check with your doctor and get the appropriate amounts of things. So turmeric, make sure you get enough of it to make a difference. Omega-3, make sure you get a nice amount of that and you can look all that up for yourself. Take care. Have a good week. And this is Motivational Monday, by the way. So this was my post for Motivational Monday and I'll see you next week. Take care.